Imagine standing at the foot of the Great Pyramid of Giza, feeling the weight of thousands of years of history whisper secrets through the sand-laden winds. What stories could these ancient stones tell if they could speak? Ancient Egypt, a civilization beaconing through the mists of time, has long fascinated us with its pharaoh's grandeur, the enigmatic pyramids, and the mystical rituals surrounding mummies. Yet as much as we know, the true heart of Egypt's mysteries remains slightly out of reach, wrapped in layers like the mummies it is famed for. This essay invites you to peel back these layers. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh was not merely a king, he was a god incarnate. The belief was that upon ascending the throne, the pharaoh received divine powers, which he used to maintain the cosmic order and the River Nile's regular flooding. His subjects revered him, his enemies feared him, and his legacy often outlived him in extraordinary ways. Pharaohs such as Tutankhamun, whose tomb was discovered almost intact, capture our imaginations with their buried treasures and the supposed curses protecting them. Ramses II, known as Ramses the Great, was a warrior and a builder whose monuments still dot the Egyptian landscape, proclaiming his greatness even today. These rulers were not just political figures, they were the pivot around which the entire spiritual and material life of ancient Egypt revolved. The responsibilities of a pharaoh were vast and varied, from overseeing massive architectural projects and waging wars to conducting religious rituals essential for the prosperity of the land. Their lives, richly woven with duties both mundane and mystical, reflect a civilization deeply invested in the divine. The pyramids, those monumental tombs on the Giza plateau, are arguably the most recognizable symbols of ancient Egypt. Built predominantly during the Old Kingdom, these structures were designed to ensure the immortality of the pharaohs. But how were they built? Theories range from the use of wet sand to reduce friction in moving the giant blocks to the possibility of a large, skilled workforce of citizens. Recent research suggests that the labor force might have been well fed and housed, contrary to the earlier notion of them being slaves. This workforce, consisting of thousands, not only built these eternal homes for their kings, but also participated in a system of organized labor so advanced that it predates modern project management concepts. Pyramids serve as stellar maps, as tombs, and as statements of divine connection between the pharaohs and their gods. The alignment with celestial bodies and the meticulous accuracy in their construction speaks volumes about the Egyptians' advanced understanding of astronomy and engineering. Mummification was more than just a burial practice in ancient Egypt. It was a complex ritual with deep religious significance, ensuring the deceased a safe passage and a prosperous life in the hereafter. The process involved embalming the body, removing moisture, and wrapping it meticulously in linen, accompanied by prayers and rituals, invoking protection from the gods. The use of natron to dry out the body and resins to seal it shows an advanced understanding of chemical properties. Recent tomographic scans of mummies have revealed fascinating details about the diseases they suffered, their diets, and even their familial relationships, providing a more complete picture of their lives and deaths. The discovery of the tomb of the Golden Mummy in the Bahariya Oasis in 1999, for instance, opened new insights into the variation in mummification practices depending on regional and temporal contexts, showcasing the adaptability and evolution of this ancient art. Gods and goddesses, the celestial overseers. The Egyptian pantheon was crowded with deities overseeing various aspects of natural and societal order. Prominent among them were Ra, the sun god, Isis, the goddess of healing and magic, and Osiris, lord of the underworld and judge of the dead. These gods were central not only in mythology but in everyday life, influencing everything from the flooding of the Nile to the success of a harvest. The connection between gods and their earthly representatives, the pharaohs, was integral to Egyptian spirituality. This relationship was depicted vividly in temple carvings and papyrus scrolls, which have been crucial in our understanding of ancient Egyptian religious practices. Tales from the tomb inscriptions and artifacts. Tombs in ancient Egypt were more than final resting places. They were treasure troves of art and inscriptions that reveal the complexities of ancient Egyptian life. Hieroglyphics, the script of the gods, lined the walls of these tombs, detailing triumphs, tragedies, and everyday life. Artifacts, from grand chariots to simple toys, illustrate the range of Egyptian craftsmanship and the societal roles of their owners. The tomb of Tutankhamun, laden with gold and precious stones, underscores the wealth and artistry of the time, while also providing insights into the religious and cultural practices that dominated their worldview. Modern encounters recent archaeological discoveries. Archaeology in Egypt continues to peel back the layers of sand and time, revealing more about this fascinating civilization. The recent discovery of more than 20 sarcophagi in the Saqqara necropolis, untouched for over 2,500 years, has provided unprecedented insights into the burial customs and everyday lives of ancient Egyptians. These discoveries are not merely academic. They revive interest in Egyptian history, fueling tourism and providing opportunities for young Egyptian scholars to delve into their cultural heritage. The integration of new technologies like LiDAR, light detection and ranging, and ground-penetrating radar has transformed how archaeologists explore ancient landscapes, uncovering secrets that have been hidden for millennia. Myths versus science deciphering ancient writings. Ancient Egypt is a land wrapped in myths, from the curse of the pharaohs to hidden chambers in the pyramids. Scientific advancements, however, have debunked many such myths, offering explanations rooted in evidence and research. For instance, the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb, supposed to bring death to those who entered, has been shown to be more media sensationalism than mystical reality. Deciphering hieroglyphics through the Rosetta Stone was a breakthrough that allowed scholars to separate fact from fiction in ancient records, providing a clearer understanding of the historical and cultural context of the information encoded within. Living heritage Egyptology today. The field of Egyptology is ever evolving, with new discoveries and technologies continuously shaping the discipline. Today, Egyptologists use digital reconstruction techniques not only to peek into the past but to preserve it. Virtual reality allows us to walk through the corridors of ancient temples, while 3D printing can recreate lost artifacts. This living heritage, sustained through scholarly study and public fascination, ensures that the ancient Egyptians' achievements and mysteries will continue to inspire and educate future generations. As we unwrap the past, we understand not only ancient Egypt but also the roots of our own civilization. Through the sands of time, the legacy of the pharaohs, the mysteries of the pyramids, and the sacred rites of mummification continue to captivate and intrigue us. As each new layer is uncovered, the stories of ancient Egypt become a little more vivid, a little more real, bridging the gap between past and present and reminding us of the enduring allure of its ancient mysteries. This essay, penned with the influence of renowned Egyptologist Zahi Hawass, does more than revisit the ancient sands of Egypt. It breathes life into the stone and linen relics of a civilization foundational to human history. Through each chapter, we journey closer to the heart of Egypt's enduring mysteries, discovering the threads that weave through time to connect the past with our present, and perhaps shape our future. Each segment, meticulously crafted to inform and inspire, serves not only as a testament to ancient achievements, but also as a bridge inviting us to cross into a world both splendid and spectral. The past, it seems, is not as distant as we might think.